Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. When the system lets you down and universal credit is not there to help those that help themselves. It's April 2026 and in May 2026 I am being made redundant. I will be getting a reasonable payment of having got 5 years worth of service. However, I've also investigated the potential of getting universal credit as I'm in rented accommodation. I'm in rented accommodation because of a divorce that occurred in 2015 and I lost everything. 2015-16, I was having to sleep in the back of the car. However, that's another story. But having investigated the potentials of looking into support for my rent of some £800 a month and my council tax of £200 a month, and just general things like that, it looks like universal credit won't be paying me out. When I was a young kid, I remember my father saying, if a man, and he said a man, but if a person can save a year's worth of net pay, regardless of how much it is, the net pay, you end up becoming a free person or a free man, as he said. And I've sort of adopted that all through my 40 years worth of hard and smart working. Just look at this landscape. It's absolutely gorgeous. And come on, Susie, come on. I'm just taking my little girl for a walk. And I have saved up enough money, net, that's a year's worth of pay. And then I will be getting my redundancy payment. And because I've got more than £6,000, I can't claim any benefits, which is very sad. I believe I'm entitled to unemployment benefit, but that's about £95 a week for 6 months, and then it all stops. So I've never been here before as a situation. Now, in reflection, had I not saved any money and had got in savings less than £6,000, my rent would have been paid, my council tax would be reduced or paid, and I would have money to survive. So, and I do appreciate that state benefits are there for people that are in extreme situations, but all that saving that I did, I now have to spend to be able to get the benefits that other people receive, which is quite bizarre. In retrospect, knowing this, I would have, and it sounds terrible. It does sound terrible. I guess I would have put my money abroad, or I would have kept it in cash so that I could claim that I had no money and that then my rent would be paid. But that's not going to be the case. I'm going to have to use my savings, unless I get a job, to back fund the housing that I need. Or do I go and live on a park bench? Do I become homeless? Or do I just travel the world? I don't know. What would you do It seems bizarre that I did the right thing and now I'm being penalised in a time of need. Or am I just being greedy? All that money I saved after a divorce where she got everything, I got nothing, living out of the back of a car, and rebuilt my life over the last 10 years. And now it was all, in my time of need, it feels like it's been a waste of time. I don't know. Have you been in this situation? What would you do in this situation? Hello, Susie. So Susie and I are going to have to figure a few things out. I suppose, I don't know how long the money will last before Universal Credit will give me some money. But, it will get to a point where, I don't know. I don't know. What would you suggest? I don't know. It just feels a bit of a crap situation. Let's go this way. It just feels a bit of a crap situation. I'm not sure what to do. I could take the money that I've got and go and live and work in an economy that's much cheaper to live in, somewhere down the Far East. I could do that. I can always bring Susie with me. That'll cost about £1,000. Because I'm not leaving her here. To take her in an aircraft over to wherever you go. Cost about £1,000. What do you think, Susie? Do you want to live abroad? And then, instead of my money lasting, should we say, let's just say 2 years. That means if I didn't work, let's just say 2 years, that means my money would last potentially 8 years. And with the advent of working online and all that good stuff, that means that I could work online for a very, very good rate, a business rate, and offer my knowledge and skills out at a really competitive rate that satisfies the economy that you're living in. What do you think? And then there's people that say artificial intelligence will take over my skills. That's not true. I know a bit about artificial intelligence. It's not as good as what people think. It's not as good. You'll always need people. Yes? But enough about that. But have you been in this situation where you had some redundancy payment and you didn't get any money? I think, like I say, I think I'm entitled for 6 months to unemployment benefit or whatever it's called. Job seekers allowance, that's what it's called. I've never been here before, so I'm claiming something that I don't know. Never been here before. As a situation, yeah? So this is, after 40 years of working hard and smart, paying lots and lots of tax, because to be fair, like most of my colleagues, we've been well and truly beyond the average pay of the UK. And I'm not bragging here, I'm just saying, relatively, we've paid massive taxes. And now I don't get anything back because I'm not so... I don't know what's the word is. Destitute, the word? Destitute? Maybe. Maybe. All that money I paid in taxes to pay for whatever it is, it's gone. And I understand that. I'm not totally naive, shall we say, and thinking it was there as a pot for me in case of an emergency for me. That's not the case. I understand that completely. I never thought I'd be unemployed. In IT. How can you be unemployed in IT? My goodness. Well, it's not IT, it's manufacturing. I offer an IT service to manufacturing. But it is what it is. Some accountant looked at a line on an Excel spreadsheet and decided that I was one to go, along with all the other team in the UK. I'm from the UK. So it looks like the system's going to fail me. And I'm going to have to think a bit smarter and recover things in my own way. I'd love to know what your experiences are like. I would love to know. What a beautiful day. It looks like summer is on its way in the UK. This is meant to be one of the hottest April days in the UK, 23 degrees, so they said. It's a bit windy, but it's certainly warming up. You tell me your story below. Am I missing something? Do I need to do something? Susie, come on. She's rolling in muck. Susie, come on, who's here? Can we get these pussycats? Look at her. Beautiful. What a beautiful friend. She's a bit of a sod, playing around in the muck, but she can have a shower. She's a beautiful girl. Right, I'll bring it to the end. Hopefully this was thought-provoking. Are you saving money for when it happens? And where are you saving it? So that you can say to the state that you have no money saved. Is that the right approach? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and see you soon. Bye-bye. Come on, Scruffy. Let's go home.